I've known Dana Lee since she was a high school senior. She came from Kayenta on the Navajo Reservation, a very impressive young woman who I was very happy when she decided to join the Notre Dame community.
I came here to promote diversity, to really engage myself into community where the American Indian presence was hardly ever there, and that's what attracted me. I wanted to make that change, to give that positive effect. But what ended up happening was my first year I was overwhelmed with the responsibilities, included with making my dreams come true. My issue with being a student from a Navajo reservation was that no one understood me. I couldn't talk the way I had all my life. I couldn't eat the traditional foods that were always common. I couldn't experience the blessings I would receive from a hatafi when I felt I needed help. And my lifestyle of being reserved, respectful, and mindful of my traditional faith would always keep me separated. I was excited because I had the enthusiasm, I had the motivation to do when I first got here. But by my second semester, I was burnt out. Socially, academically, religiously, spiritually, in every way possible. What I missed about home was the dirt and the rocks, the texture, the smell after it rains, or even the color that's reflected off from the sun's rays. What I also missed about home was my family, especially my parents. Shema, my mother, was my inspiration, and Shija'e, my father, always offered his own form of wisdom.
I always tell her when she was a little, you have to go to college. We always tell her that. We made her think before she choose the college, and we make her think, and then we told her that there's nothing wrong to be a bum. You can be a bum, but then we'll support you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Although my family was hurt that I had came back, they didn't judge or scold my actions. They too also believed in the healing powers of the Navajo teachings and did their best in helping me on my journey. I came back to the peaceful lifestyle of living on the res. The life living in an isolated town was what I needed. What I couldn't wait to see was the flea market. Here was the Navajo language. What I couldn't wait to see was life on the reservation again. While back home, I created a relationship with the people, the land, and more the spirit of Navajo sacred beings.
It looks so different.
I told you they were model.
When did this happen?
Sorry. It's hot. Good though.
Let me kiss. The mama kiss.
I had two culture shocks, if you can believe it. One where I moved from suburban Maryland to Kayenta, Arizona on the reservation. And then another one where I got so used to being Navajo, seeing nothing but Navajos all the time, you know, accepting this lifestyle. It's just, and then going to Notre Dame again, being isolated away from this world. There was another culture shock I wasn't too ready for either. And I'm proud of my parents that they made that change. I'm proud that they they saw that risk, that high risk. I was changing into somebody I wasn't, and they knew I had potential to help my people. So they moved me back here. Got to see my family more. I had nothing but love and support, which is probably what I needed my whole life. The school system could never give me. And that's what made my passion. Because I look at my niece and I want to help her so much. I don't want her to have an aunt who's ashamed of who she is. I want her to look up to me and say like, Buena, you're so much fun. You know, like, how did you do it? I would not have been who I was if I didn't go through my experiences, positive and negative.
I want her to help the Navajo people, and not only for the Navajo people, but then the Indian people across the. I went to college out of away from the reservation. Then here I came back. Now I can do this, and then now there's things that has to be happen here on the reservation. Hopefully that she can make changes at some places.
I had to come back to Notre Dame. I could not succeed or develop had I stayed. There are a lot of things that bothered me. The alcohol, physical abuse, and poverty. I did especially for my niece, not to be either. I want to be an inspiration for her. I'm back at Notre Dame and have matured in so many ways. My obligation has returned to what first attracted me to the university, to promote diversity. But I have a stronger sense of my identity and will not attempt to conform or change myself again. These were the mistakes I made before, and I am Dene. I cannot change who I am.
Just right now have just approached 1%, and they haven't gone beyond that. And that's just a sad commentary on the university, because this land at one time was owned by the Potawatomi. And so we really should be seeing a large increase in Native American students enrolling here, and we haven't. That doesn't mean that we're going to quit. And my hope is that within the next couple of years we could double the number of Native American students enrolling.
I guess you could say I was a bit scared when I first came back, because I knew that I left on not really a bad note, but I was in a position where I just couldn't stay, and so I was a bit reminded of that when I came back. But I guess you could say just because I had all this help and wellness around me, I didn't have to worry about that anymore. And I kind of took my time, tried to get structured, get back into the mode of things. And it was a little, I guess I could say it was a bit difficult, but I just found more support now from people here now than I was earlier. So it's just a completely different environment. I just value and respect it more because of, why I left, what happened when I left, and reasons why I came back. So I feel really happy. I'm really proud that I'm back here.
Whenever you're ready.
There you go.
Is that recorded?
Again for you. I saw her little thing wrapped in aluminum foil. First thing I thought in my mind was fry bread. It was a turkey sandwich. Let's go figure. I'm still adjusting. Oh. Go home and make fried bread myself. The spam and potatoes.